We know this week means a lot to you, obviously, from LA and had past experiences with USC. Just kind of summarize what your feelings right now going on in this game.
Oh, man, I'm super excited. I can't wait, you feel me, because it's 5 minutes from my house. I can't wait. It's a great team, and I love playing against great teams and everything like that. And, it's an opportunity for us to go down and show what the Cougars are made of.
How do you find the balance between focusing on the game itself and then focusing on kind of, the external factors, the hometown effect and obviously, your history with USC?
I appreciate the external factors. Friday, once I get there, I land and everything like that, see my family. And then once Saturday hits, I really don't care about anything else but the game. So that's how I come into it. Once I hit the field and once it's game day, once 12 o'clock hit, it's everything else is tuned out. I'm just purely focused on.
Who do you have coming to the game from your family?
So it's my mom, dad, sister, two of my uncles, my uncle's girl, my track coach from high school, his wife, my friend Nick. But I'm trying to, get a couple extra tickets just in case anybody else want to go, but it's hard right now. So, but yeah, it's a good amount of people coming.
Are you getting a home cooked meal while you're down there, or just not enough time?
Oh, no, I'm gonna get some In-N-Out while I'm out there, for sure.
Your touchdown the other day, you moved into top 10 in program history in receiving touchdowns. I don't know if did you hear about that, or does that mean anything to you? Kind of moving up onto that list.
Yeah, I heard about it after the game. It means a lot to me. My name will be in the record books. Somebody will probably break that though. Hopefully. I know I like records being broken, especially if I set them. So it's greatness, to come for Wazoo. So. But yeah, it felt good, to just, be mentioned with the top 10.
How much do you think the offense showed, more signs of settling in last week? What do you think you guys were able to do last week that you hadn't been able to do in weeks prior?
I think we were just able to respond to adversity, especially coming off a loss, and just showing the grit as a team and just, building more chemistry and, that confidence within the offense and within the schemes and just, being trustworthy of each other, knowing each other's going to do our jobs, especially, because we didn't start off great in the first half. And then so, just responding to that and coming out in the second half and knowing that, we left plays on the field, but they couldn't stop us. So let's just do what we do, let's execute. And so I think that's what we did as an offense.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about, USC's offense and their offensive-minded head coach, but it seems like they're quietly putting together a really good defensive season so far. What are you seeing from the way they're able to affect offenses when you watch film of them?
I think we could attack them in multiple areas, like attack the grass that they leave open and things like that, things of that nature. But I think it really just comes down to us like executing the game plan. And I think if we execute the game plan and just don't get what the route gives us, we got a 5-yard route, just get 5 yards. So if we, making plays and everything like that, take a 5-yard route, 15, or a 10-yard route, 30, I think that'll help us out a lot with the game plan within the offense and their defense. So, sir.
USC's 5 minutes from your house. Did you grow up a Trojan fan?
Nope. I like the team. Like I like certain players, but I didn't grow up a Trojan. I was a LSU fan because my whole family's from Louisiana. So I kind of grew up a LSU fan and a Saints fan. Yes,
okay, all right. So playing back at home, though, you talked about all the people that are coming to see you, that trying to get more tickets. How do you make sure this game doesn't mean more in your preparation than the rest of the games?
Well, I treat every game the same. I approach it the same. I study like crazy for each game. And this game, I studied like crazy, but I think it's just more of like an emotional attachment to the game that'll kind of bring out a little bit, more in me, I guess, within the game, a little bit more fire. So I think that probably is what the difference is between each one.
Do you think even though you're trying not to be, do you think you'd be a little more emotional with the parents and everybody in the stands?
Yeah, I try to stay level-headed, but, that's why I go to, I sit by the cooler and I just take deep breaths to try to, remain calm, remain focused. And, just, try to relax myself when I see myself getting too worked up. So if I see myself getting too worked up, then I go and take my, my deep breaths and, try to relax and sit back down and, remain focused and, keep my eyes on the prize. But when I hit the field again, it'll probably get worked back up. I'll probably have to do that every series. So yeah.
Having played there already in Los Angeles, does that make it easier to play there again as opposed to playing there for some of these guys their first time playing back home?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely for me, it makes it a lot easier because I know how the crowd is, how the student section is going to be. You know, they got a little DJ section in the corner, so I kind of know exactly what to expect, and just, you know, relaying that information, you know, how they're going to be. Especially, you know, it's just LA, so it's just, you know, just a bigger atmosphere. And, you know, it's in the Coliseum too, so it's, you know, kind of like the history of it and the stadium. So it's just, you know, that kind of attachment is kind of what I'm just, you know, letting them be weary of. So.
Can you hear your mom from the field?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, she screams the loudest. I remember I was out of track meet. I was running the 200, and I'm about to finish, and I just hear her yelling from the opposite side. So, you know, so where we start, you know, the finish is over here. I'm watching a video, and I just hear my mom, "Go, Renard!" I'm just, yeah, so I could definitely hear it from the stands. Definitely, without a doubt.
What's that going to do for you when you hear her?
Just cheer me up a little bit, you know, and keep my eyes focused because I know she always got the best interest in me. So, yeah, I can't wait for that, though, because I know it's going to fire me back up a little bit, especially if I'm, you know, let's say I'm not getting touches or whatever, and sometimes I get out of it, like, dang, I just want the ball. You know, I just hear her voice, I'm like, okay, let me focus back in. So it kind of helps me out a little bit. Yes, sir.